Just confirmation of the support and the investment that the institution and the athletic department is making in the student athlete. There's nothing like walking into a facility knowing that you got the full support of all those who are investing in you, providing you the resources that you need to grow and develop in all areas of your life so that you can become the best version of yourself. And you know that it's only a temporary time here, but what happens in these 3 to 5 years on these grounds paves the way for the next 40, 50 years of your life. So it's more confirmation, and from a recruiting standpoint, it's going to help because the recruits get to see on the front end what the investment is and what the commitment is to football and having a successful football program. But for me, it's more important about having the right culture inside the building. I'm really, really excited about the new facility, the bricks and mortar, but I'm more excited about being able to have time to establish the right culture so that when we go into the building, we appreciate the building. We understand the investment that's been made in the building, and we reciprocate that in the effort that we work with every single day.
Of course, this was being established before you were brought on here, but what does it mean to you knowing that you are the head coach of this program, leading the way into this new kind of era?
Yeah, I'm trying to deflect all of the attention to Miss Carla and VAF and all those who have worked tirelessly to get to this point. And I kind of come in on the back end and get a lot of credit. But I'm very grateful that they gave me some input in the final stages just to make sure that we had everything that we needed in the facility to make it a full functioning facility for the football players. But I'm just excited that I'm here. Facilities or not, I'm just excited that this is the place that I found and got confirmation that it was the right place for me to come lead. And now that we have the commitment of the facilities, now we can really, really, really go to work on trying to build a model program in college football.
Tony, I don't know how much you experienced it because you've only been here 6 months, but is your sense that other schools have used facilities against Virginia in recruiting?
Oh, they've used a lot of things, and I think that time's going to come to an end. It's our job as a staff to make sure that we properly educate the recruiting base and the fan base of what Virginia football is really all about. And we know we got work to do, but we're confident that we have a product to sell that's better than anybody else in the country. All we got to do is get young men on grounds, and once they see the direction, once they realize and understand the vision that I have for this program, then we'll be able to change their perspective, and eventually people won't be able to use those things that they're using against us right now.
Tony, you thanked Carla for allowing you to have some input. What was important for you to add to this facility?
For me, it was making sure that we had the proper dining facility and nutrition stations that Nick talked about and referenced in his speech to be able to fuel the athletes from a nutrition standpoint, making sure that we had the right layout and flow of the building, things were in the right order, that we made space to make sure that we have opportunity for recovery. That's a big piece. The science piece is really becoming a big component of college football. So just making sure that we had all the proper space dedicated to those areas as we move forward.
Was a slide ever an option?
No, I got to be original, and that fits. And it's very practical. Coach Sweeney and clubs get a lot of slack about the slide, but it's very, very practical. It fits Coach Sweeney if you know his personality. But I think that anytime you're building a facility, you want to make sure that it fits the program, it fits the head coach, but more importantly, it fits the institution. And I think that Carla fully understood that. She educated me as we went through this process of making a few final adjustments, but no, there's no slide.
How exciting is it to see the enthusiasm from the players that are here and kind of feed off of that?
I mean, just look at them. I mean, they're excited to put a suit on. They're excited that they're seeing the dream realized. And in recruiting, you always are trying to sell the future and the potential. And a lot of guys came here knowing that this was a possibility, and for them to actually see it, that's why I said it's a landmark day. These young men, they commit everything that they have every single day to preparing and to performing academically. And it's just awesome to see young people that work really, really hard be rewarded for their work.
It's exciting to have almost like a case study across the street with softball getting a new facility and then really coming onto the scene this year, improving dramatically with recruiting and performance. How does that kind of make you more excited for what could come here?
I'm excited that we have an opportunity to as you said, move into a new facility in 24 and hopefully let that be a rocket launcher for the program. But then also that improves every other sports program on grounds, because we all know when football is at its best, it has an opportunity to just make a tremendous impact on the entire athletic department. And that's what I'm excited about. So this today is not just about the football team. It's about the athletic department. It's about the master plan. And that's what I told President Ryan and Carla, that today's just the beginning. We got the master plan, and I'm a big part of that, helping to encourage the donors to continue to give, so that we can make sure that we provide all of the other Olympic sports with the proper space that they need to develop their athletes as well.
The basketball weight room over here has motion cameras, and force sensors,
Oh, yeah.
computer stuff. We're thinking about a building, but all the technology stuff that goes in there,
Yes.
is how much could that help develop the program?
That's a piece of it, and obviously really excited for them, and they've seen the benefit of it. And I think we all have a tremendous amount of respect for Coach Bennett and his staff and his program for what they've been able to accomplish. But there's a lot of components to it, and strength and conditioning, especially in the football world, is the most important aspect of your program, especially that individual and that culture that he's trying to help you develop. It starts in the weight room, and when you're talking about competing at the highest level, the science aspect of it, and fortunate for me and for Coach Smo to have been around it for the last 11 years, and respectively for me and 9 years for him. He knows all the science. And then we've had young guys that have left where we were, went out to other places, gathered some new ideas, and now we got them all back together, and we have an opportunity to build it from the ground up, incorporating all of the new technology. So that's what I'm really, really excited about. And I'm excited for these guys, because that's what's going to take their level of performance to the next level.